people, how's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. It was just, yo, it was wonderful out there. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I live on the beach. So I didn't go out to the actual beach yet. I'm gonna go out there maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna, cut this all the way back down so it's bold again. And I might go out there tomorrow, but I haven't went out to the actual beach yet. Anyway, let me throw out the comments for the people who did some comments before the show started. Shout out to Dwayne Williams says, damn, this should be good tonight. I'm hoping so. Shout out to Rito Cruz. Shout out to the drop a comment before the show start gang. The early bird gang. You're getting all the worms. Rita says, making a challenge slap there, someone matching. Okay, popping bottles, one for me, one for Frost. I like when people is popping bottles. You do know that means $50 donations, right? Popping bottles is one of the best things that can be happenings over here. Rita Cruz says, we drinking inside the saloon, Frost. Saloon's open. Yeah, saloon is open. This is how we're going to do it. Stop. We're going to do it like this. Saloon is open. We're going to call saloon drops at every 20-minute mark. Copy? So we're going to wait for the 20-minute mark, and then we're going to call all saloon drops. So every 20 minutes, we're going to do a saloon drop. Boom. That way we know. Copy? That makes it easier even to find it, just in case we do some good shit, just so I can find it later. Anyway, what's going on over here? But saloon is open. Shout out to Sebastian Tamkins. He says, we out here, BB and Fam Jake. Salute. Dropping all of those flows. He says, good evening. Hit that like button, y'all. So we can send out some notifications. So, real quick, the video that we're going to be talking about today is, there was an interview by George Chidi, I believe that's how you say his name. He was being interviewed by Vladtv, and he said a couple of things. I'm going to let y'all hear some of the things in which they said, and then we're going to go over some of the things in which they talk about. But also, I just want to be clear on this. Once again, these are basically things that y'all probably heard here first, especially if you came here first, you heard it here first, because a lot of these, shout out to a lot of other channels out there, but like if I listen to a content creator and they're making a good point, y'all already know. I'm going to tell y'all who it is. Also, if somebody says some weird shit, but I just want to make a video about it because we're going to talk about this shit tonight. I don't believe it, but why not? Then I also tell y'all who it is so people don't say I'm the one that came up with the idea, but people still say that. So it's like, whatever, niggas. With that being said, we're going to do roll call at the 4-minute marks. At the 4-minute mark, I'm going to get the show started. We're going to do roll call at the 4-minute mark for anybody that wants to get involved. Before we start the show, obviously, real quick, at the 5-minute mark, so I'm going to say some Amber Heard shit real quick. We're going to, at usual time, we're going to start roll call at the 5-minute mark. I'm going to say some Amber Heard shit. Yo, so, Amber Heard ruined those lawyers' careers? Her lawyers, their careers are ruined. Their careers are absolutely ruined. They went into the court. They put witnesses on the stand that lied. Their careers are ruined. It's a wrap for them. They have no credibility. Zero credibility. So, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, that's crazy. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, yo, all of those people that went on the stand, they perjured themselves. They might have to spend some time locked up. And then I was like, wait, hold on. They did perjure themselves. And the lawyers put them on the stand knowing that they were going to perjure. What in the hell? So, I just feel like putting on the head over here. Be right basis. Drop some frost in the chat, man. I just want to see. I want to see if there's some pro-frost people in the chat today. Drop some frost if there's some pro-frost motherfuckers in the chat. If there's any of the rap bastards in the chat, can you drop some frost from me? I really appreciate it. Let's just get to the show. Alright, so check this out. Listen, pay attention. Vlad's talking to, I think his name is George Chidi. You write it Chidi, right? So Vlad is talking to him, and I want to express this to you. All right, I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna express this to you, right? Because it's not really an explanation. I'm pretty sure you have clear understanding, but I want to express this to you. He was talking about the different ways in which they could have caught a wiretap. And he said something that blew my mind. What up to the few? He says, here. Is that the real few? I think it is. He said something that blew my mind. I'm going to let you hear it yourself. He said something that it's just something I didn't even think of. And it literally changes the scope. Okay, so you do know that if you're a prisoner, it's the one time that you're an actual slave. You know that, right? When you're locked up in jail, you are actually a slave. This is not a fabrication. This is by the letter of the Constitution. Shout out to Rule, don't nobody see them dots. Jones, he says, salute BB and family frost. I want to explain this to you. When you get convicted of a crime and you go to jail, you are an actual slave. That's why they were able to build the roads and everything all the way across America. I think all the roads actually got built. You think that the roads just, that somebody just one day say, hey, you know what? I think we need a 1,000-mile road right here. Go get the fellas. This is not what happened. This is not what happened. I promise you that isn't what happened. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Blocked. You're right there. This is not what happened. What happened was you had these things. They called chain gangs. They also hammered in a lot of the railroads. So the one time that you are actually a slave is when you are in jail, in prison. The reason why this is important is because of what he said. I'm going to let you hear it come out of his mouth first, and then I'm going to have some things to say after that, you rat bastards. Check this out.
Illegally had while they were in the jail. And if it's a phone that was smuggled in and they made a phone call.
Not that part.
The most interesting thing I saw in this indictment, other than the details around how Donovan Thomas was killed. So you have to ask yourself.
Just so we can be clear, for the people that's wondering, when he said, besides the details behind Donovan Thomas, Donovan Thomas was, I think his name was Big, I'm sorry, I don't want to get his name mixed up, but he was a figure down there in music and in streets or whatever. And I'm not trying to say whatever. I'm not trying to discount this man's life or anything, but he was a figure out there, and he was loved by some, hated by some, whatever the case is, and he got killed. That was Donovan Thomas. He's saying the details around that. The reason why that is poignant and why I want to stop that just to explain is because he's literally talking about how Young Thug is going to be affected in all of this. So the fact that he said the details around Donovan Thomas is expressing to you that he believes that the details that he heard around Donovan Thomas and Young Thug 100% puts Young Thug in a bad light. It's going to be hard to get around that. For everybody that don't know what that detail is, Young Thug is the one that had either rented or leased the car that was used in the commission of the murder. With that being said, so listen to what he says.
How did the police know that that conversation took place? Like, there are only a few ways that they would know. One would be if one of those people is turning state's evidence and told them. But the more likely thing is they had a phone that was smuggled in and they made a phone call or had a phone call made to them, and that phone call was intercepted. And I've got to ask how that...
Okay, so that's what happened.
That happened.
Listen what he says.
Is it possible that the Fulton County jail, that the Fulton County Sheriff's Office has what's called a Stingray that is sitting on top of the cell phone towers, intercepting all of the traffic that's going through those cell phone towers, picking out the calls they like and recording them?
Okay, so I know people think I say shit for no reason that don't make any sense. I'm going to explain all of this in 1 second. I just want to say, appreciate you, Rugi Housey says, is who he's... Yes, no. Yeah, Big Nut. I believe so. Big Nut. That's was Lucci people, and he had got killed, and that's the person that they're saying that's the other thing that bothers him, and that has to deal with Young Thug. So with this being said, just so we can be clear, on the telephone conversation, the people are asking Young Thug for the if they can kill Lucci allegedly, just so people can understand why that is so important. He's not telling them to do it. They're contacting him and asking if they can do it. They're asking him for permission. Who's the head of the clique? Who's the godfather? Who's the head honcho? Get it? That's why that telephone conversation where they did whatever they said they was going to do or wanted to do to Lucci was so, how do you say, damning, anyway. I'm gonna let this one part, I'm gonna play it over again. I want you to hear what he said they could have done on top of the cell tower. Listen.
And they made a phone call, or had a phone call made to them, and that phone call was intercepted. And I've got to ask how that happened. Is it possible that the Fulton County jail, that the Fulton County Sheriff's Office has what's called a Stingray that is sitting?
This thing has a name.
On the cell phone towers, intercepting all of the traffic that's going through those cell phone towers, picking out the calls they like and recording them? Or did they have a specific wiretap on the phone that some inmate illegally had while they were in the jail?
You know how sometimes I say this is important for a reason. Does anybody want to guess? I'm pretty sure you're not. I don't know if somebody might guess what I'm guessing, but I'm pretty sure other people might have also creative reasons. But do you know why that is so important that he talked about the Stingray, and why the Stingray itself is so incredibly important, and the fact that the Stingray exists and they still put a wiretap on the actual phone, why that is even more important. Anybody want to guess real quick? I'm going to give it a minute. Even if you got a stupid question. Even if you got like a joke. Say the joke. I don't care. Make me laugh, you rat bastards. I was walking in the street today, and so I really be hating going outside. But I be walking looking angry. And I think people be thinking I be angry at them. I don't really be angry at them. I just be angry I'm outside. So I was walking today, and so I walked past some dudes, and it was like, yo, they probably recognize me or whatever. And it was like, you know, he gotta walk around, he gotta look happier. And I was thinking to myself, and I'm like, motherfucker's dead right, he ain't wrong. And I'm like, no, I'm not even realizing how angry I look, and I'm pretty sure I'm looking angry. And I'm like, God damn it, I'm outside. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, so I'm gonna explain the Stingray. Funny joke. Sounds fishy to you. I'm gonna explain the Stingray. The Stingray is basically, you know how I keep telling you people aren't snitching? I keep saying people aren't snitching? Okay, so if you have an illegal phone, right, inside the jail, right, you are a slave, right? So you don't own nothing. So anything that you have is actually property of the states. Okay, so I didn't want to skip a step. I can't remember if I skipped a step. A lot of y'all just came in here, so y'all don't even got the beginning of what I said. So I'm going to repeat it. Whenever you get arrested and go to jail in prison, you are a slave by the Constitution. You have zero rights other than the rights of humanity. They can't kill you. They got to treat you humane. Do you get it? So listen, pay attention. Boom. Since they own you, you are their property of insert state. When you get an illegal cell phone, everything that happens on that phone is also their business because you are their property. So them intercepting the fucking cell phone call that you're making to then go use it to bust your friends that talk too much isn't actually illegal. All they got to do is make sure that they don't stay on the line longer. All they have to do is make sure that if it's not from an inmate that they get off the line. That's it. They can 100% listen to the beginning of it. And once they can ascertain that it's not an inmate, boom, they up out of there. I'm telling you how the law works. So that's why we're having this conversation. I keep telling y'all, people are not always snitching. And I'm telling you what's happening. They getting your personal information. You on the jack. You're not even talking no weirdo shit. They getting your personal information with a flock of stone. They getting your personal information. Listen, they getting your personal information. And then they're using the personal information against you to get you to snitch or talk or be compromised. Cats definitely need to stop doing crimes. I say that all the time. We need to stop doing crimes. We need to say no to crimes. We need to see crimes and say bad. Crimes are bad. We need to make sure all the crimes go the way of the dinosaur. Extinct. Except for the crimes. Except for the crimes that they shouldn't be laws for. Fuck those crimes. We got a lot of bad laws, y'all. We got a lot of bad laws. I'm just keeping it a stack. We got a lot of bad laws, man. What up, baby Grizz? We got a lot of bad laws, man. So I don't agree with a lot of the fucking laws out there. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. But stop doing crimes. Like, stop stealing, murdering, making the property value go down. Whatever makes the property value go down, stop doing that. I'm laughing at shit, but I promise you that that's more of a problem than anything else. I promise you. If you committing a crime and the property value don't go down, the residents don't care. But I promise you, if somebody bought a house for $750,000 and you doing some weirdo shit over there, is now making a home for $550,000, they won't kill your ass. What are you talking about? Anyway, get back to it. Yeah, so these dudes got fucking the damn Stingray. It has a name. It has a name. It's a Stingray. It has a name. How the fuck does it has a name? How? The dude said the name. That means it's a thing. It's probably common practice to use these things on the cell phone towers near prisons and jails. Oh Lord. Oh man. Oh man, I'm thinking about some whole other shit. I'm thinking about some other different ways that they could be using that shit. I'm not gonna speak it though because they probably not using it like that. But if they are, what in the hell? If they are, there's no way to get away. They're not using it that way though. I'm not gonna. If I see somebody in private, I might say I'm not saying it online though. I promise you, because if they not using it like that, I'm gonna fuck a lot of people up. But that's insane. Yo, that's insane. You trying to stop. You do understand that if you a guard, if you work on the property Do you get it? You don't get it, do you? You don't get it? You know, when you sign these agreements, you get a job. Who reads all the fine print? Who reads all the fine print? Who reads all the fine print? Just explain that to me. Who reads all the fine print? I promise you there's somewhere in there that says that if they believe something about a CO, they can go through your properties. Guess what else is your properties? See, this is the problem. The way we talk and the way we want words to work isn't the way that words work in the law and in the courts. So a lot of times they'll tell us something so simple, and since it sounds simple, we'll think that we can wrap our minds around it. But what we're not understanding is the depth, or the the gravity, or no, the girth of the, no, the breadth, no, how broad the actual encompasses, how broad the language is gonna encompass. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just your property, because you're thinking your property. Like, yeah, you gotta check my locker. I ain't steal shit. Fuck wrong with you? Like, that's what you're thinking. You feel me? You think I'm a thief? I'm here trying to work. Nah, you can check my locker. That's what you're thinking, right? Nobody thinks your property is to be your phone. Nobody thinks your property is to be your communications. Nobody thinks that. So if they got that shit on top of the jump off, okay, so I rewind. Boom. Listen. Do you remember the part where he said somebody brought the phone into them and it probably was tapped? You do understand why you would... I'm gonna slow down. Does anybody here understand why you have the phone tapped even if you can intercept the messages? I'm gonna give it a second. I'm gonna see if anybody could figure it out, or maybe you have a better reason than I do. You might have a better reason than I have, right? I'll give it a second. Why do you sit in the tap phone even if you got that shit on the fucking jump off? Ain't coming out going? I just filled that my pants with the books. I don't know. Explain. I don't know. Explain. I don't understand. Explain. Location? Explain. My same friends arrived Detroit and died from a fish sandwich. That was a joke? You know what? You tried. Alright, it was a good joke. It was a dad joke, man. The fuck? My joke was better. What the fuck? Okay, so the reason why you do that is this. The reason why you do that is this. Listen and pay attention. I know it seems like sometimes I just talk and I'm just saying extra shit that don't make no sense. But it's because I want you to understand what I'm saying, and I want you to see what I'm saying when I say what I see. Because when I'm talking to you, I see what I'm saying. So with that being said, listen. How do you think they know who the crooked guards are? How do you think they know which guards is on the take? I'm going to explain something to you. A prison can't run without crooked guards. If a prison doesn't have good crooked guards, the inmates is going to go crazy. The inmates have to be able to get shit in. Contraband. They have to. The inmates have to have something to be doing in jail, or they will kill themselves and each other. Copy? So, prisons have a necessity to have guards that's going to sneak stuff in. Just, you hope it's not weapons, and you hope it's not drugs that's going to get people killed. This is what we hope. But people's doing what people's doing. So listen and pay attention. They can't go to court and say, we have this thing on top of the machine, and you know, when calls go out, we intercept them. The judge is going to say, you bringing that shit in my court? You bringing that shit in my court? Depending on what judge you get, they might think that's an invasion of privacy. Not from the inmate, but from the person on the outside. Because one judge might say they might deem that an invasion of privacy, while another judge might deem they're making contact with somebody inside of a prison illegally, so they're committing a crime themselves, so the police should be investigating it. But how do you think they know who the dirty freaking COs is? How do you think they know who to give it to make them give it to the person they're going to give it to? Because remember, the phone got to go to the right person. How do you think they know? You think they just, you know what, we just going to give this phone to a random guard. He's going to get the job done. We're just gonna go find a random guard. He's gonna do all of the things. Like, do you think that this is what happened? Or do you think they said, we need to get a judge to sign an order? A judge, generally speaking, isn't just gonna sign a blank order to tap a phone. We have to give them reason. There was previously a hit, an attempt to kill YF and Lucci. We're going to use that as an opportunity to ask this judge for a wiretap so we can give it to some people in that organization, and then they will hopefully get to the bottom of who's ordering these hits. Reaper Keeper says, shout out to Reaper Keeper. Reaper Keeper says, when the DA was asked in the press conference how the taped cell phone got to the inmate, he said he didn't want to talk about that. The cops literally committed crimes to get that tapped phone in. Okay, so the point, no. They probably just did the thing that I said. But listen, the phone that got in, the phone that got in had to have got a court order to get a tap. So the phone in the prison is legal. They might not want to divulge that they have a ton of phones in the prisons getting information. They might not want to give up that information. Reaper Keeper says, committed crimes with privacy issues and sneaking and contraband. Committed crimes with privacy issues. I don't get that part. But sneaking and contraband, absolutely. So we don't know. You understand what I'm saying? So, hold on. I'm pretty sure they didn't do something illegal because they need for the wiretap to hold up in court. But I do think they probably used a practice that they don't want to divulge right now. They said Gunna telling so much they put a studio in the prison. Oh, y'all don't know about some of these rappers actually being in jail making music. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. Because I don't know. There's no way to have actual proof of it. You could just know or not know. Anyway. Yeah, I never noticed that some of these dudes go to jail and then come out and they nicer than they was when they got locked up. Nobody notices that. Some of these dudes go to jail and then when they come out, they nice. But when they went to jail, they was doing that shit, right? They like, hey, you feel me? Like, hey. But then they come out and they doing all of the fucking pop locking. They look like Rerun now and shit. They doing the fucking moonwalk like Michael Jackson. They doing all of the steps. But before, they was just, they got their little two-step going. They was, just rocking with the babes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, getting their little, little wop on and shit. Shout out to KC. You know what I'm saying? But then all of a sudden, they went to prison and they came out. Now these niggas is crazy with the bars and the flow. Nobody ever notices that? What the fuck you think they be doing in jail, man? Niggas be going in jail and learning how to rap better. I'm be quiet. Y'all never heard that nigga that came out and the nigga had that flow, nobody else, and that he got a whole little thing going on right now. He ain't really blow up like he could have possibly have. I don't think they marketed him well. Anyway, it's always marketing, by the way. It's almost always marketing. When something blows up, it's almost always marketing. I promise you. There's people with no talent. Okay, Jared Leto. Who here thinks he's a good actor? Whoever thinks Jared Leto is a good actor, could you raise your hand? Whoever thinks Jared Leto is a good actor, could you raise your hand? He was one of the Jokers, by the way. You know the Joker that we hate? He was that Joker. I think he got redeemed in the Snyder Cut, though. I liked how he did the Snyder Cut, but that shit that he did in the other thing. Why? I'm gonna get back to topic. So they need to be able to get the wiretap in the jail. Because they can't use the tower because there's no judge. First of all, judge is going to say, so y'all just literally just... First of all, the judge is going to be pissed. Because you're just listening to just thousands of fucking conversations that don't got shit to do with the prison. Because that cell tower is picking up shit that don't got shit to do with the prison also. So you're just listening to thousands of conversations, just eavesdropping on everybody, huh, you rat bastards? Huh? That's what you're just doing? You're just eavesdropping on the world? Y'all know what I had for dinner last night? Because I told my wife on the phone, I was by the prison. Yeah, I know you know. Like, what the fuck? Get out of here. You better take that wire and keep that shit out the door, you rat bastards. Get out of here. Y'all better come back when you got some new evidence. The fuck is wrong with them? So that's why they had to get it in the prison. Anyway, they need to be able to bring it in the court. 1. 2, to get it in the prison is, you ever heard of a chain of evidence? Anybody here heard of chain of evidence? Rude, don't nobody see them dots. Jones says, Young Thug better hope the feds don't step and take over the case, or they might wait for a conviction and then charge them. You do know that is what's going to happen, right? I'm not trying to laugh at this bullshit. If you get charged at the state, and then the feds usually come in and take the case, and then you don't get charged in the state no more, you only get charged in the feds. In this particular situation, the GBI is charging them with the state. What they can then do if the feds want to be douchebags is they could come in after the fucking state and then charge them with all the federal crimes. That's what he's talking about, I believe. Am I on the money? Rule? That's what I believe he's saying. And that's 100% what they could be doing. Emmanuel says, Jack, blue magic conditioner, hairdress, or softy hair gel. I don't know. I don't know what any of that is. I use Head and Shoulders, period. I don't know what any of that is. I'm a black man. I use some Head and fucking Shoulders in there. Yeah. I use the coconut one too, because I buy all of my fucking body cleaning products coconut. So that's the one I got. I can tell you right now. I don't know who Ray is, so I don't want to say RIP to the person that I do not know who they are. But I'm sorry to hear that you lost the person. KC says hair grease. Yeah, I don't know anything about any of that. Oh, I use Sulfur 8. I just use the stuff. I don't really care about nothing. I just use what I like. And I'm very specific and particular. I'm finicky. I don't even want shit. If I don't like it, if I don't want it, I don't want it. Like, I only want what I want. If it's something I don't want, I don't want it. And I like that about me. I don't know about Yak Gotti going to jail for the Little Wayne tour bus. I don't know nothing about that. Yak Gotti went to jail for something. I forgot what it was. The guy that went to jail for the tour bus situation that shot up the tour bus, that was Yak Gotti? I don't know. If you're saying that was him, I'm going to say okay. I don't know who it was that shot up the tour bus. I forgot his name. All I know it was is this dude's manager. That's it. Anyway, listen, pay attention. They need to be able to get the wiretaps into the court, right? So y'all know what a chain of evidence is, right? Y'all know what that is, right? So basically, you want anything that you're going to bring into the court to be as unmolested as possible. So you want it to go through as few hands as possible. So basically, whoever handed, whatever the guard was, that handed the phone to the inmate, got the phone directly from somebody that was on the case. So they had to specifically be giving it to individuals who was going to be going after, or who was going to be speaking with Young Thug. Because I believe his name is going to have to be on the warrant. I don't think that you can just go to the judge and be like, hey, judge, we want to listen to some private conversations of them inmates. Use them in court. Don't y'all got that thing on top of it? You can get everybody. Yeah, I know, but we want to use these in court. We don't know what we're going to hear, but you never know. Judge like, you know what? Fuck it. No, that's not what happened. They went in there. They said, look, we got a thing. We got a whole case going on. Boom, boom, boom. 9 times out of 10, that's the judge that's been writing everything for the last fucking, since 2015. Since they did their first fucking orders, it's probably the same fucking judge. So he signed right away. We could get him this time. Yo, look, they went after the guy one time. He survived somehow. It was like 3 guys on him. He survived. We think they're going to make another attempt. We would like to get his cell phone in so we could actually get him getting the order this time. Okay, boom. There you go. Come back to me when you get the shit. Get out of here, you rat bastards. That's probably what happened. And so there's a chain of evidence. So the chain of evidence, they give the phone then goes directly to the person. So now every communication that goes out over that phone is now communications that are going to be recorded. Because the chain of evidence says that we gave it to the person that is the intended target. So now when that person speaks to Young Thug, and that person asks Young Thug, can he kill somebody? That's what they're saying happened. We didn't hear the conversation. Matter of fact, we did hear the conversation. They let excerpts out. They don't give a fuck. Do you understand how screwed this dude is? Have y'all heard them doing this? They literally. Remember when Tekashi and them had that telephone conversation? We never even heard the fucking audio yet, have we? Have we even heard the audio yet? I think we had to wait for the court case. Wait for the court date to hit the audio, right? These niggas, the court date is for Gunna ain't to January 3rd. They already putting out all the information. They give two fucks, yo. They are so confident that they're gonna get a conviction. I promise you. They're confident. They're confident. I'm assuming at some point these dudes are gonna they're gonna cop. I hope they don't. I hope they cop. Somebody said, dude, how you never heard nobody. I heard people say that like in the 90s. Nobody says that now. I'm answering a whole comment on a whole nother app that just splashed up on my phone. Baby, no attention. So chain of evidence says the person involved in the case gives it to the guard. Boom. The guard gives it to the guy. Boom. Now everything that goes out over that conversation goes out over that phone right there. We recorded everything. Boom. Now sooner or later you talk to Young Thug. Bam. Young Thug is on the phone. The person asks Young Thug if he can kill a person. Young Thug, top of the food chain. Period. That means that when they get Young Thug in there, they not trying to do any kind of negotiating with him. What could you give us, my dude? You the top of the top. You can't give us nothing. Nobody gonna talk to you. We can't even let you go. And you're not gonna beat the case. You get it? Nobody's gonna talk to you. We let you out. Nobody's gonna believe. Everybody's gonna know you working with us if we let you out. So what kind of, you just want to go to jail? We could not kill you. You could not. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. But we could, though they got the death penalty today, we could not give you 1,000,000 years. But you know what? We'd rather just give you the 1,000,000 years and make an example. So we don't really want to offer you anything. Anyway, you know, we just had this for a courtesy. We just came here to talk to you as a courtesy, you know, and you know, those guys over there, they wanted to look at your face. One on the end. Yeah, short guy. No, oh shit, I didn't even know. No, he's not the shortest guy. Well, they both short. Anyway, anyway, so listen, pay attention. Chain of evidence. Tori Mosey said that's why Shotty and 6ix9ine used to joke about each other being the boss for when the feds came. Yeah and no. I think they was just trying to not get. I don't think those was jokes. I never thought it was jokes. I always thought that was each one of them niggas not actively thinking this nigga trying to make me the big. No, it's you. It's him. It's not me. Remember, the feds is pulling these guys over every time they come in New York City. No, nigga, that wasn't jokes. They was dead serious. I promise you, I wish fucking Shotty would have interviewed with me. I'm dead fucking serious. I'm pretty sure they were serious. That wasn't jokes. Them niggas was they knew what they was doing. Both of those guys is smart. They knew what they was doing. They knew what was happening. I'm laughing over here. This shit is funny to me. But they knew what was happening. Casey says Tekashi and Shotty, the real street dudes, they give a damn when they was out. Man, they did a lot of stuff. That's a fact. Tekashi and Shotty. Look, I'm here for it. Tekashi and Shotty. So now they can use the evidence in court. And the reason being is the chain of evidence was, I'm pretty sure, was never broken. So it's like if they would have gave the phone to this person and then that person would have gave the phone to that person, to that inmate to give it to that person, and that person to give it to that person. Then they finally wound it up with the guy. I think that would create problems and or issues. So what I think, because I'm thinking they have to keep a chain of evidence. So what I'm thinking is they gave it 1-1, boom, to the guy. The guy went and called, boom. So now you got him on the jack, and them asking him, he's the head honcho, boom. So that's a problem. Now, another thing that I think that people probably aren't paying attention to about this wiretap at all is, and this is what I was thinking, right? How did they know they needed to get the wiretap in there to get them on the phone talking to him to say that? This is an easy one. I just fucking hung a slider. Not even a slider. I just hung a curveball. I just hung a 78 mile per hour. That would be a changeup. I just hung I just hung an 87 mile per hour curveball right there in your kitchen. Casey says Takashi used to be so passionate about Treyway. I've seen concerts where he's clean, he's short and clean. He's charting Treyway, he's chanting Treyway in a way that seems so passionate. The whole crowd saying it. It's effing Treyway. Plant. Maybe. I think it's simpler than that, but maybe. It might be a Plant. That Plants and Snitches always work. And since they would have probably needed somebody, oh, let me be quiet. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. One thing at a motherfucking time. Alright, so listen. You know that Stingray we was talking about earlier? That Stingray probably picked up the first time. Let me tell you how he got stabbed up, allegedly. Allegedly. A guard accidentally opened up 2 cells at the same time. This is so easy. A guard accidentally opened up two cells at the same time. Who here thinks that was an accident? If you think that was a real accident, put a red, anything red, a stop sign. If you think that motherfucker was in on it and trying to help them kill Lucci, put some frost in the chat. I think that nigga was trying to help him kill Lucci. A guard accidentally opened 2. Not that probably happens. That happens. Let's just be clear. And he's in a jail where, you know, he's the minority by far. Listen and pay attention. I wouldn't be surprised if the guard that opened up the door was the guard that they gave the fucking phone to that gave it to the dude in the first fucking place. You do know they would have probably had to have somebody steal the old phone, right? Because they probably already had a phone. Why did he need a new phone? So they probably did have a plan. That's what I'm trying to say. I think they just stole the information, but they might have a plan. Because they might not have a Stingray. Who the fuck knows? But they might be a plan. Or even more, a jailhouse snitch. There's a shitload of them niggas. A lot of times it'd be the tough guy too. Maybe inmates, what the fuck? Confuse the guard somehow. But I'm leaning on them being in on it. Confuse the guard somehow? What you mean? I don't understand. It was a 3-on-1. I'm assuming it looked like something straight out of a motherfucking movie. Lucci used to be a football player, so I guess that helped him hold his own. And also, whenever there's a ton of people trying to jump on you, sometimes they busy hurting themselves more than they hurting you. they be throwing punches, hitting their man, bang. They be catching the other man in the face, bang. Then they try to kick somebody, they kick their man with the back, and then when the forward coming, they end up kick the other guy's leg because he was trying to kick too. So this type of shit is happening. I'm just telling you, this is the type of shit that's happening. People is getting jumped. The people jumping them is also jumping themselves. Everybody getting jumped. The niggas beating you up, they getting jumped by their homeboys because the only people that can actually hit you is the 2 or 3 that's right up on top of you. And they can barely hit you because there's niggas on their back so close that they can't even reel back to throwing real punches. So, you know, they beating each other ass. Oh, man. Y'all can see what I'm thinking about right now. This shit looks retarded. I don't know what to tell you. All of the things. Damn, we already 51 minutes into the show. Did I have anything else in the title? Let me check and see if I had anything else in the title. No, this is it. We on this right now. But if y'all want to put anything else that you want to talk about, put it down in the chat. We could discuss anything at this point. It's way past the 36-minute mark. I want to apologize to anybody that was trying to bring up content. I didn't give the call out. You probably came in after the 36-minute mark and just thought that, you know, regular. Because normally, for anybody that isn't normally here, we do whatever the title is up until between basically the 10-minute mark and the 36-minute mark, about 25 minutes. If you don't know, nope, I'm not watching the game currently. If you don't know, a 30-minute television show runs about 22 minutes. And the other 8 minutes is for ads. Just so you don't know. So we run our first slot 26 minutes, give or take. Yeah, I'm always thinking, man. And average hour television show only has about a 44 to 46 minute runtime. So you know. Because they got to do like commercials and shit. Keep trying to tell you, I went to school for film. I keep trying to tell y'all, man. I'm not bullshitting. I went to school for film and all that other shit. Like, sometimes I talk about stuff from my school. I just don't tell y'all. I just, you know, just because who the fuck says where they got something from every time they tell somebody something new? Nobody does that. Let's get back to it. If y'all want to talk about anything else in the chat, put it in there. Which game are you talking about, by the way? Are you talking about the basketball game? No, I don't have cable, so I'm currently not watching any sports television shows, and I do got Netflix. I also have Hulu, but I do not have Hulu Sports. I don't know why I don't have Hulu Sports. I do have ESPN apparently, but I don't have it on anything. But I think I'm paying for it because I got the bundle. I did not hear the new Bobby Shmurda song, but Bobby Shmurda's a funny dude. Shout out to Bobby Shmurda. I fucks with this nigga. If I ever meet that nigga, we probably will vibe like a motherfucker. Yo, how this nigga said he's gone on 2 months with no sex because some shit happened. And I don't know what he said happened. Some shit happened. I think what he said, he had a hernia from having sex or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck he said. And then the next thing you know, this nigga's just with the bitches. So like, shout out to Bobby Shmurda. If there's ever anybody living their best life, it's that nigga. I promise you. This nigga's just living his best life, man. He's just, I don't know what to tell you. He's just being Bobby Shmurda. That has to be incredible. I wish I had somebody. If I had somebody to follow me around with a camera, I'd be outside being Frost. See, if I had a girlfriend, I'd be outside being Frost. We'd be all over the place. I'd be like, we gotta go take trips. We go right to the Bronx from Brooklyn. Boy, I'm not supposed to make myself laugh, man. I hate when I do that. Like, I'm probably the only one that got that joke. Oh man, the man you said, KC says, oh, that man doing the right thing. He's living his best life. All them years. Yeah, he's living his best life. I'm not gonna read the rest of your comment. But he's what? No, I'm saying he said that he couldn't have sex because he got hurt. And then the next thing you know, I like, shout out to that shit. I don't know what to tell you. All of the things. Casey said, yeah, I read that comment. I'm gonna go over there and blow my nose and be right back, you rat bastards. Definitely was outside looking angry and shit. I wasn't looking angry on purpose though, man. I just don't be wanting to go outside. Like, I'd be like, I was outside looking angry, man. I know I was. I wasn't actively trying though. I was thinking. You know, you ever have your thinking face, and your thinking face just happens to look like the face that you just like, you like murder, but you just your thinking face. I wish my thinking face needs to be happy. We got to do something about that. I got to go talk to my thinking face. I do not talk to my faces. I'm upset I made that joke now. Anyway, if y'all want to talk about anything else, put it in the chat. So as far as that is concerned, he was, damn, we did 50-something minutes, 40-something minutes. I didn't talk directly from the beginning of the show, so we got about 57 right now. So I say about with all the jokes and everything, take all the jokes out. Yeah, good time, good time. I don't know. I don't have anything to make jokes about right now. All we talking about is this stuff that nobody really likes. Damn it. No, we're not talking about. I mean, you wanna what do you want me to say about her? You just want me to just talk about Meg Thee Stallion? Yo, she been looking fine lately. The hell you want me to say? Meg Thee Stallion been killing it lately. You been seeing her? She been looking fine lately. I'm telling you. Yo, I'm gonna tell you this much. Men, listen and pay attention. When you get with a woman, she's supposed to start looking better. I'm gonna say this again. Listen and pay attention. When you get with a woman, she's supposed to start looking better. Because you supposed to be the improving her life. She's supposed to be walking around happier and satisfied. That by itself is supposed to make her just look. She becomes more attractive. So with that being said, my nigga, if you was ever dating a dime and then she stopped dating you and then you see her and you like, you still fine. Understand, you did a good job in her life. You made her happy, even though it didn't work out. Why do you keep spelling maybe like that? You just, is there a reason? Why do you think Tori and Meg gonna get back together? If they get back together, the coach is gonna hate them. The coach is gonna hate them. If they get back together, the coach is gonna hate them. You know how many friendships them rat bastards broke up? They probably broke up relationships. People arguing over whether they got shot and whether she got shot by Tori or not. You know, people gonna hate them. They get back together, the coach is gonna hate them. Tori better figure something else out. He gonna hate them. I'm telling you, that's I don't know. Do what you want to do though. I don't know what to tell you. I can't stop you. They're gonna hate them. I promise you. Huh. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, no, Megan's looking fine though. I mean, you want to talk about it? I talk about what's going on. She out here killing it. Somebody is, I don't know what to tell you. Artie D Glasses, they gonna hit Tory with all of the tomatoes. Yeah, my nigga, if Tory go get back, this is one of those situations, right? I just want to be clear on this. This is one of those situations where you know how you might, your friend might be dating somebody and you be like, they break up and they get ready to get back together and you be like, yo, really? This is one of those situations where you have to sit the motherfucker down and have a real talk. Like, yo, look, man. I get it. I get it. I get it. I ain't. Yeah, the pussy was good. You think about it. You need to. These other women ain't giving you what she gave you. I get it, right? But the bitch crazy. You do know this, right? The bitch crazy. I mean, if you're gonna, I mean, I'm not hanging out with y'all niggas. Just so you know, y'all go do y'all thing. That's you and her time. But that bitch crazy, man. I'm not bailing you out. Just so you know that. What up, Gregory Blank says, yo, who crooked battling? Tell me who he's battling. I don't know about the upcoming battle. Put me on the game, Gregory. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, so nah, like you gotta sit Tory down. Like, yo, look, Tory, man, you was about to go to jail for a long time, man. Your career got destroyed. She probably cost you like 20, 30, 40 million. Like, really? Huh? I'd be concerned at that point. I'd be like, my nigga, I think she did voodoo. I mean, because it's one thing to want your ex back, man, but my nigga, you wasn't even with her no time. Y'all didn't even have time to create a bond. She tried to put you in jail forever. I could see if you was dating her for a couple of years. I mean, you was like, what, like a month. A month. And she tried to send you to jail forever. She didn't even try to send him to jail forever. She tried to send him to jail forever. She was just like, I want you to go to jail for such a long period of time that if you're ever reincarnated, your mother would first have to be in jail herself. She want that nigga in jail forever. She don't never want that nigga to come home. She want that nigga. She want him in jail. She just wanted him to stay in jail. Shout out to her though, but she is looking fine right now. I guess you know, I don't know what to tell you. They was bonding over their mother's passing, and no, he was paying for a while private jets, all that, according to Hank. Alright. Kiss Tory at the Jenna party, thus getting the best friend mad. Well, I don't know how long they was or wasn't doing whatever, but her best friend was with her all the time. So I don't know when they could have been having this affair Ack is talking about. But I don't doubt it. I mean, her best friend got a life too. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, look, babe. Why would she be talking to her best friend like that? She be like, hey, look, best friend. I don't know what the fuck they say. I got this, I'm going to this spa retreat. You want to go? Meg is like, nah, I think I'm going to go hop on a plane. I'm going to go to, what city is Tory in? Tory's in Los Angeles. Yeah, I'm going to go to Los Angeles. There's a thing. I don't know what to tell you, man. Shout out to Meg, man. Meg is that chick that bangs her friend's friend. That should be her new song. Her next new song should just be like, yo, look. She should just make money. She just make music for the chicks that bang their friend's friend. Their friend's man. Yeah, that's it. That could be her new genre. She just making songs about banging her best friend's man. It's a new genre. Shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. She created a whole new genre of music. Banging the best friend's mans. Banging. A best friend man. It was all of the banging. They gotta go get like some country music guy. Just sing the hook. There was a banger, nangin, nangin, a banger, nangin, nangin, a best friend. Man, and with an opera. Now this shit is retarded. I don't know what to tell you. She gonna make a new genre of music. What else y'all want to talk about? Next new song gotta be like bang on your man, yeah, kill his career. Yeah, I don't know. She banging on that nigga. And we gotta take all of the juicy hips. We gonna get all of the juicy hips and we gonna line them up. All of the juicy hips. We gonna line them up. We're gonna run as fast as we can from one end of the line to the other, slapping the butts as they jingle our pants. Wait, who was I talking? Wait, hold on. We so dynamic, right? What the fuck are we talking about that for? Oh, yeah, because Meg Thee Stallion got a juicy butt. I knew there was a reason. What else y'all want to talk about, man? But I don't got nothing to say about Meg. I don't know what's going on with them. Nothing came out. Nothing more came out. Meg is probably working on new music. She got some shit that she's doing with Cardi B. Shout out to Cardi B. You seen the jump off? Cardi B tackled the dummy and start beating the shit out of it. Shout out to that shit. So she got some new shit going on with Cardi B. I think they got like a show. Because you know Cardi B just goes out there and does everything. Like that's like her thing. Cardi B's dope. And somehow Meg Thee Stallion got her muscled into what Cardi B was doing. So I don't know. I probably went for the way. I don't know how she ended up there. I know Cardi B don't care. She might care. Cardi B might care. She from the Bronx. She might care. What the fuck's this bitch doing here? This is my thing. But she might have asked her, and then I just don't think so because of the picture. Okay, I'm gonna show you this picture. Let me see if I can find it. Alright, they do got a song together. Right, no, images, boom. Show. So there's a TV show. I don't know the name of the TV show. I'm just gonna put TV show. Let's see what happened. Boom. Okay, but not that picture. So this is how the show look for everybody that don't know. They on like pads and shit. I don't know what the fuck they doing. But there's this one shot that they have. And it just looked like Cardi B just had the face up like I'm just so over it face. Like man, I ain't here for this bullshit. She had that face on. I'm trying to show y'all, but I can't find that shit. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep looking. Ooh, Cardi B was killing that right there. I like that outfit. Casey said, I'm from the show me state. Show me hate. Low be great. I don't care. I procreate. You can't mess around, man. They show me rates. Can't mess around, man. This show be 8. You want to see me, man? They show me 8. And when they come through, man, I show V plate. You can't fuck around because the show be late. You want to see me? It's like I go elate. Shin. Rap style, take this shit, this place spin. You can't fuck around with me, stand adjacent. Take this man when they try to pace him. Take this in, step in, place them. The ace is in. Wanna see this ace will win. Place this man coming through. Fuck it, I'm just messing around, just rapping. Just freestyling, man. I don't know. Whatever. What he said, show me state. Lo and behold, my foe be raped. Dropped in with some apes in the flamesy. Fuck this shit. Hold on. I just fucking went down. I haven't been rapping in a while. I haven't been rapping in a while. I just do this shit for fun. I ain't even been writing raps in a while. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. There be nation because you can't change. I want to be a Michael Jackson cover band. Yo, I want to get. Could we get somebody to do a Michael Jackson and a Prince cover band with me, and we gonna just do remakes of songs that Michael Jackson and Prince should have did together? Could somebody come do that? I want to be Michael Jackson. Could we get somebody that's gonna do Prince? Can I be Prince? I'll do Prince. I don't care. But that other person better be. Matter of fact, that could be the joke. I could be taller than the Michael Jackson. Yo, for real. And then we could just do songs that Michael Jackson and Prince should have did together. Oh man, I need a team that I could do shit like that with. That's where I'm at, and I just don't have that. I be trying to be friendly to people, but when I go out, I don't understand people. It just seems like people always trying to argue with me. It seems like every time somebody talk to me, it gets to a point where I'm like, man, I don't want to argue. Alright, man, let's just do it that way. So I'm like, God dang it, man. I mean, it could be sometimes. Okay, so shout out to the lady at the supermarket. The lady I got into a yelling match with. I apologize to her. I was just really pissed. Anyway, so I apologize to her. Sometimes I see her at the register. I make sure I go over there so I can say hello. And, she just kept charging me credit. You understand? It was really pissing me off, man. You don't understand? It was really making me mad. Why? That's what happened. Huh. What up, Liberty Asian? He says, wow. Okay. Yeah, you're switching up over there, doing all of your things. Hope everything is going well with you and yours. First of all, shout out to Regine, Miss Regine Carter. Can we just say shout out to Miss Regine Carter? All of the things. Okay. All of the things, nice little short chocolate thing. Let's go. Could we get like fro on you, or maybe like some buns or something? We get like buns up there, like buns. Well, I like buns on Pretty Women. Shout out to Regine Carter, man. Love sharing things over these. I remember somebody was like, they was like, "Yo, Jack, you don't never post brown skin girls." I'm like, she's like the main girl I post. What the fuck is you talking about? I was like, nah, you probably some chick that's just mad I don't post you. Why are you mad I don't post you? You post you. I post nice pictures. You on my feed, if it's a nice picture, I'm gonna post it. This is just despicable. This is despicable. Look at the little baby got a headache. Look at the little baby holding a hand over the head. The little baby is just sitting there with a headache, giving that little baby brain fucking disorder. Look, that little baby got the hand over the head. Look, the little baby got a headache. It's despicable. People are just despicable, yo. I don't know what to tell you. Check this out. God damn it, twice? It's part of my language. Alright, I'm not gonna show that. It was just a knockout. Everybody's seen the knockout. I'm not gonna show it. The fuck? That baby got a headache, man. The baby's sitting there like this. Come on, man. Come on, man. You can't do that. Can't do that, man. Yeah, it's evil, though. You can't do that. But to that woman, she smokes, so it don't hurt the baby. She's not thinking that that baby got to develop. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking that that baby got to develop. You understand? Not thinking that. That baby got to develop. Not thinking about that. People just think about themselves. They don't think about other people. They just think about themselves. That's what people do. They just think about themselves. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of things that I had wanted to show you at the end of the show. Okay. See? My art gallery. This is my phone gallery, my picture gallery. Ton of stuff I want to show you at the end of the post too. I thought this was dope. It's an old couple in a fucking chair. It says, if you ain't trying to ride like this when we get old to lose my number, that's a whole fact. That's type of time no more. So I'm gonna show y'all this thing. I'm gonna show y'all that. I'm not gonna show you that. But this is Krishan the Rock going at this dude's sister and mother or something like that. And she pissed on herself, yo. Look, she pissed on herself. Look at her pants. She pissed on herself. Why did she turn around? She pissed on herself, yo. If that thing wasn't there, you could see it better. She pissed on herself, yo. She got whooped out and pissed on herself. People be thinking, and whoever man that is knocked out on the floor. Now, allegedly, they're saying that Blueface set her up. Blueface set them up to get their ass whooped. Don't nobody got time, like, on some real shit, yo. Don't nobody got time to be dealing with other people's mental health issues. Like, we all got our own shit going on in our own life. Like, nobody got time to be dealing with you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody got time. Emmanuel says Blueface likes the girl. That's his girl. She got his whole face tattooed on her fucking neck. I mean, those type of shit could just be tattooed over. I already know that. We're not going to act like it can't be. But she had his whole face tattooed on her neck, yo. That's crazy. You want to look in the mirror and, first of all, Blueface, you want to look at her and see your face on her neck? Why? Oh, you want other men look at her to see your face and see you looking back at them. So the only way she could date somebody else, that nigga got to be bisexual. Only way she could go bang somebody else, he got to be in the men and women. Because while he banging her, like, God forbid, she banging some dude and then she throws her neck back like this, and all the dude can see is this. Oh, Lord. Nigga like, oh, Lord, don't stop it. She's like, what's happening? He's like, oh, I'm like, close your neck, close your neck. I'm losing it over here. Like, what the fuck? Shout out to her, though. She went for it. She was like, I am 100% here for this. Sorry about that. I had to make sure the phone's plugged in this time so it don't cut off. It's like last time. Yeah, nah, nobody got time for that. Like, what the fuck? She gonna be banging some dude missionary. Gonna throw her head back, and they gonna be looking dead Blueface. She gonna be like, "What's wrong? What the fuck do you mean? What's wrong, Mister Sir? Mrs. Sir? What do you mean? What's wrong? You see what's on your neck? You go put on a fucking scarf? I'm not doing this with you." She gonna have to have sex with scarves on and shit. She be like, "I didn't know Blueface was me and him. I thought we was gonna be forever." Oh man, I should not find this funny at all. I should not find any of this humorous, to be honest with you. But Blueface's mother and sister has a propensity to attack the women he's dating. Remember when they went after the other girl that was in his house, the girl they called Lollipop? What the fuck? Why would you even take that name? I wouldn't be doing that. Like, yo, this is Lolly over here, Lollipops. She should have immediately turned around and smacked that nigga. Don't you never. Don't you never. If you gonna give me a freaking nickname, a pet name or some shit, it better be good. She should have just slapped the shit, because that's a terrible one. That's one of the worst. The fuck? I just think your pet name for your woman is supposed to be something cute, that if you say it in public, like, y'all might have something, but if other people hear it in public, it's just something that sounds cute. Like, aw, not like, Lollipop, huh? She does all of the lollipopping, and then he's probably gonna be like, yeah, because you know Blueface, he just doesn't even care with. He doesn't even care. He came. He was like, I had sex with 1,000 ladies already, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, nigga, you can't even barely rap. Like, shouldn't you be trying to get that locked down? You couldn't have sex with 100. That wasn't enough. Like, and on top of that, like, you really think that many women is attractive? 1,000 of them? You have standards over there? I mean, standards from the face. But like I said, this is not a situation I should be involved in. I know nothing about nothing. Sorry about this. I'm checking something. Okay. I'll take it. Yeah, but like, you don't name your girl that some shit and then you call her that shit in public. Like, have some class, man. Like, I don't want to be with a woman that we can't be classy. Like, I get it. Like, it's still her shit. You know what I mean? But we gotta be able to be classy. She gotta have some class about her. I don't want to be with somebody that don't got no class about them. Like, you gotta have some class about you. I mean, who am I to say anything? You understand what I'm saying? Who am I to say anything? But it feels good when you walk in the room with a woman and everybody turn around and look at y'all and be like, damn, they killing it. I feel good, and I don't think a lot of people know how that feel. I know how that feel, and I like that feeling. So I want to be with somebody, like, when I'm looking for somebody. I don't. Anybody, you can just be with anybody if it's about sex. Like, if that's what it is, right? It don't matter, right? I mean, I have a whole crib. If I really just wanted to, if it was really about me going to have sex, I could go stand out in front of a fucking actual female shelter. There's gonna be a clean one coming out any minute now, just so we could be clear. I made a joke about that a while back. Just so we could be clear, that's not that hard. Point in which I'm trying to make is that it's not about. It's about something else. Like, the women I remember in my life is the ones that had indelible marks on me. I don't like bullshit conversations, and I don't like bullshit relations. I don't like bullshit ass relationships. I don't like just fucking. That shit is whack. I like going out sometimes. Sometimes I just want to call you and talk. Sometimes it feels good when somebody calling you to check up, want to know what the fuck is going on. So I'm on that type of time. So I don't know. Shout out to that shit. Nigga say he had sex with 1,000 women. I'm like, that's something to brag about, though? And the guy was like, yeah, you doing the Will Chamberlain numbers. I'm busy over there thinking like, is the shit broke? Like, you only been 3 months, nigga. Was like, you only been out like 3 months at this point. Have you been doing anything else? Like, I don't know. And you have a whole baby mama that you trying to work it out with. Why would you do that? Why would you come out and say that? Like, even if you did it, that's my point. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you did it, why say it? Like, I don't know. I just thought this. Boom. There you go. Nope, I've never dated before, Leorona, whatever your name is. I just kicked you. I've never dated. I've never had a date. No woman's ever found this mug attractive. Leorona, never, not ever. You're right, not ever. I've never in my life been with her. I don't even know how I had a daughter. It had to been, I fucking mind melded across the states. Mind melded across the states. And that's how I ended up with a daughter. You are 100% correct. Never in the history of my life has any female ever found me attractive. Ever. And it will never happen. The fuck? I'm not unattractive. I have no idea why women don't find me attractive. I am not unattractive. So yeah, I no way do I think I can see me. But you know, I guess maybe that's why I tell you I don't know what attractive men look like, because to me I am. So I'm assuming I think I'm attractive. Apparently, women don't, or some shit. I don't know. So I obviously don't know what attractive men look like. I just don't want to feel like I have to stalk a woman. That's all. If I feel like I have to stalk you, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I don't want to feel like I have to stalk you. I understand effort. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm either too much or not enough. So you're going to have to choose. I'm gonna be too much more times than I'm gonna be not enough. A lot more times. I'm gonna normally be too much. So and I like to I don't like to I like to follow sometimes. I like when other people got ideas and plans and shit like that. So I don't really wanna be with somebody that I gotta tell them everything all the time. Shit like that. That shit's crazy. You need to have your own mind. You got good plans. You got good ideas. Sometimes let's go do some of them shits. The fuck? I'll go do all of that stupid shit that I don't really want to go do. I might have fun. Who knows? I don't know. That's the way I think. Anyway, what y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We're not going nowhere. We chilling. What y'all talking about? Put it in the chat. Too bad we don't have no artists that send me in music to play. Because we had some artists that send... Oh, man. You know what? I do have a song that I can play over here while it goes over there. And I might go get me something to drink over here. So... Baby, don't mind, man. I'm just on all types of different stupid shit right now. Shout out to LV the Slap. That's another reason why I have to make it, because these are the type of people I gotta pull back up on. There's no reason in the world why this man don't got a bigger platform. There's no reason in the world why we don't got a bigger platform for Kush Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's artists out here that I know that these dudes, I gotta get this platform up so I can go pull up on them and I can show them how much I appreciate them. Be right back.
First of all, this is probably one of the best songs I heard in a long time from anyone in the industry or not. That's one. That's a fact. Second, where's the fucking visuals? Can you get some visuals? Can you get on this immediately? Do you need help with visuals? I could, you know what? I got you. But you get visuals also.
No justice, no peace, but if you know justice, you will know peace. And keep the name of Dr. King out of your mouth if you dare ask people why they out here in the streets. You don't know that man if you question why people are in these streets. The man who said rise to the language of the unheard. The man who came in nonviolence but said we are here to disrupt the status quo. You don't know that man. He was a revolutionary. He was about dismantling the systems. So if you are not here to dismantle the system, shut up!
Look, I know I can change. So deep in this game, filled with this thunderous rain. A dark cloud held over my head. My head is high, I'm enduring the rain. I'm sipping the pain. Gripping the wheel, 94 Buick Roadmaster, got a two-tone and I'm switching them lanes, cause this is the game. A digi scale had me weighing well, taking life risks for a backflip, blue strips and some pink 50s, got the gang with me, keep our eyes open, back against the wall, got God with me, fear God on me, used to rock Dickie, shoot the 90-something, make a dog food, always into something, goddamn, this is God's plan. Stick to the rules and the codes. As a kid, I was taught to be bold. Be a leader, never follow the show. That's good game, we're from Animal Pro. Yeah. Blackhead, show me how to be focused. Family first, making moves in the focus. LA trips from the valley of Oakland, blowing purple, just PCH coasted. Money on my mind is always in motion. I know I can change. Call my nephews in the 40s, tell them that I love them. Rest in peace to Susie, guardian, homie. Mama taught me well, Papa used to school me, Nana always here for me. Yes, I am God's gift, nothing can take from me. Even if I'm gone, carving my name in the stone. Got the keys, I'll be opening doors. Play the lanes, I can lead you to shore. Not a messiah, just a nigga with it. Get the gas, how you waiting lemonade. I was always good at math, homie, keep the craft. I never had a Robert Kraft in my circle. I know I can change. Yes. I know I can change, I know I can change. I'ma let it breathe, man. Let that shit breathe a little bit. Shit. I know I can change, I know I can change. Change.
Shout out to LV the Slap. Shout out to Prince to Amir putting the cash app in the chat. So don't be cheap, hit the like button.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist.
ain't see that yet. Let me,
Introducing the all-new...
Yeah, shout out to Elvis. Your song's a song, that's for sure. Oh man, that dude got laid out. But was he? I didn't see the fight. I heard he was actually up on the cards. Shout out to Javante. I guess he just figured he was doubling up on the hook. That's what it looked like he was waiting for. Looked like he was waiting for him to double up on the hook, and he doubled up on the hook. That's the difference between great anything and good anything. The ability to adjust on the fly. Just a fact. Okay, so it's important to learn the ropes first of everything. It's important to learn the ropes first. Early success is usually illusion. Copy. I noticed that it was a song. That's what I'm saying. I haven't heard your other songs. I wasn't up in the cards. In my opinion, he wasn't up on the cards. In my opinion, put up a better fight than I thought, but was clearly losing. Okay, and I did not see it. So you already know I don't always agree with the cards. I did not see it. And Javante didn't really look no worse for the wear. So I don't know. I'm assuming he was just outpointing him, I guess they was trying to say. But from what I saw, like I said, he doubled up on the hook. But it looked like Javante was waiting for him to double up on the hook. Go watch it again. You're going to see him throw the first hook, and he's going to wait. And he's going to go when he get ready to throw the second hook. Javante is going to react. No, he's waiting for the second hook. Watch it. You don't believe me? Just watch it. Yeah, that's why he hit him like that, because he was waiting for him. You'd be surprised at how many times boxers is waiting for a person to do a thing, and then they do it and they just miss them. They just miss them. Either it was too fast, too early. They just miss them, and you just gotta wait for your opportunity again. And if the boxer that you're going against is stupid, he gonna do the same thing sooner or later and get caught. Shout out to Sons and Fathers TV. Chilling, my brother. How you doing? KZ says legs was all wobbly when he got up. Yeah, he couldn't continue. The reason why they tell you to step to the side is because they want to see if you could avoid a punch. If you can't step to the side, how the fuck you gonna avoid a punch? That's how you avoid the punch. Stepping out of the way. So that's why when you see them get up, they test their gloves, and if the gloves don't feel well, they look all wild, step to the side. Then you gotta step to the side, and if they can't step to the side, you can look and you can see. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, this is over. You can't go out there. You're gonna get killed, and they gonna blame me. It's gonna be my fault, because I see right now that you can't defend yourself. And that's basically what it's about. Once the guy can't defend himself, you have to stop the fight. That's why I'm never one of those. That's why I never thought it was like. It always takes points away from me in a street fight when somebody's like beat somebody and they knock them on the floor, then they start stomping and kicking them. To me, that always takes points away from me. You know what I'm saying? They just take points away. You know what I'm saying? Either you jump down there with them, or they get up and you stand up. If you're a wrestler, you want to get down on the floor and you want to wrestle. If you don't want to wrestle, then you don't gotta let them get up. I'm saying, but the kicking and the stomping, like, I'm not here for that. had to. I was in a fight with this one dude. I'm not gonna tell you the whole fight, but I was in a fight with this one dude in school when I was in Bronx Community College. So I'm fighting a dude. The dude did some weirdo shit, and then he tried to snuff me. Anyway, so I'm fighting a dude, and the dude is some dude that other people apparently they didn't like him, right? I'm semi-popular, so other people didn't like him. So I don't know. They didn't like him for the same reason why me and him just got into a problem. But I didn't know about none of this until this day. Anyway, so I'm fighting the guy, and homeboy went and grabbed the nigga white boy style. That's when you hold the dude arms like this. If you watch the movies, white dudes is always grabbing niggas like this. You know when they grab you like that and they hold your arms like that and the other guy hit you, ooh, 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 ooh. White dudes is always doing that shit in the movies in the 80s. I don't like, go watch a movie in the 80s. A nigga's getting grabbed like that at some point. I promise you. Anyway, so he grabbed the dude like that. I said, let him go. The students was holding the door closed so security couldn't get in because nobody liked this guy. I was like, let him go. He said, you sure? I said, let him go. He let him go. I went back to work and then dude went like that. And I considered that he gave up. So I just stopped fighting. I wasn't fighting him because I wanted to hurt him. I didn't even have a problem with the guy, to be honest with you. It wasn't personal. He swung on me, and then I was quick enough to block and dodge, and I reverse pivoted, and I got the advantage. He was foolish enough to be close enough to me for me to use leverage. He was a lot bigger than me. Prince Tourmir says, if the ref let Raleigh fight, he may have died. Yeah, he may have died. He may have died. That's a fact. You can't do that. You gotta stop the fight. You gotta stop the fight when the guy gets like that. You gotta stop the fight when the guy gets like that. We're not out here trying to kill people, man. I don't even like the fact that everybody wants to see a knockout. I don't really care to see knockouts. I like to see the long fight. I like to see a knockout that's earned. That's what I mean. I don't just want the guy to come out and they just throwing bombs at each other and one of them fall. I want to see something that's earned. You know what I'm saying? Like, Javante earned that. He waited for the second fucking hook. He earned that. You understand what I'm saying? I want to see it earned. That's what I'm saying. I don't like when the guys just stand in the middle of the ring and just slugging it out. I'm like, this is not the Rocky movies, yo. Y'all guys is ruining your careers. Learn how to play some defense. How many times do you think you could just be getting hit in the head like that before your brain decides to say, well, you know what? We mush now. We used to be solid. Yeah, how long you think? Just saying. Yeah, I like the science. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm cool with the knockout. I just don't like all the, we barbarians. Arr, we're also pirates. We're pirate barbarians. Arr, we're Vikings. God damn it. Vikings was pirate barbarians. Them niggas was some bad mofos. I'm just thinking about that shit right now. Vikings were pirate barbarians. Them niggas was savage. Yo, did you ever see that movie? I think, what's that, the 13th Man or some shit? The 13th Warrior? The 13th Warrior.
The 13th Warrior is a 1999 movie directed by John McTiernan, starring Antonio Banderas, Vladimir Kulik, and Dennis Storhoy.
Okay, in the 13th Warrior, right? These niggas is disgusting. They had a bowl of water. These motherfuckers was washing their face, and then they gargle and spit and pass it to the next nigga. He might wash his face. The next nigga might just drink it because he was thirsty. I can't even tell you no more. God dang it, I hate thinking about that shit. That was disgusting. Ah, yagas. I hate that scene. I hate that scene. Because I see the shit. I wish I wasn't talking about the shit. Ah, man, I really be visualizing this shit when I'm telling you. Ah, that shit is disgusting. Ah, damn. Ah, man, I shouldn't have brought that up. Anyway, yeah, Viking pirates. Them niggas is dangerous. Them niggas, Viking fucking pirates. Them niggas is savages twice. I mean, barbarian pirates. Vikings were barbarian pirates. Them niggas was savages twice. Them niggas was like, they was just barbarians. They was like, it was just barbarians, just regular barbarians. And they was like, this ain't enough. It was like, yo, this ain't enough. I don't feel like this is enough. So they had to take it to the next level. They said, we gotta be pirates now. Oh man, the reason why the Vikings actually did that is because they're conquerors. So what happened is they had their own land, but they want to conquer other land because that's their jobs. They were literally pirates. They literally, one of their jobs was to go out and invade other countries and then bring back the booty. Like that. The niggas was literally pirates. Man. We lost Pirates of the Caribbean. That was our only real pirate franchise. We don't really got no other pirate franchise. Fuck Amber Heard, yo. Fuck Amber Heard, man. No, bless Amber Heard. Bless her soul. Amber Heard needs to just be so blessed. My apologies. Bless Amber soul's heart. There's something wrong with that woman. She needs all of the assistance. She needs to, I don't know. She's just a narcissist. She needs to care about other people. That's all I can say. She's a narcissist. And the narcissist problem is they don't care about other people. She needs to care about other people. Let's hope that the Most High softens her heart. Screw Amber Heard. We lost our pirate, man. Every time I think about that shit, I want to go watch a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And then every time, look, you think I'm bullshitting, I'm about to open the app. And then every time I try to go watch the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, the same movie pop up every damn time. No, I'll see all of the fucking titles. I keep pressing the same one. God, stop. God, where's my last ones? Don't they? Oh, they don't have it in. They don't have it in YouTube in the Disney Plus app, do they? Recommended. Continue watching. Okay. When's the last Pirates? Look, every single time, this fucking Pirates of the Dead Men Tell No Tales. I'm tired of starting this fucking movie by accident. This is the one, and I keep starting it, and he's stealing the damn bank every time. He's not robbing the bank, he's stealing the bank. If you didn't see it, you gotta watch it. It's a great movie. Every fucking time, man, it pisses me off. I be trying to see different Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I be trying to see the younger ones. I just keep hitting the same one. What the fuck, yo? I be so pissed, and then I don't want to watch it. I be so pissed at myself. I'll be like, again, nigga? And because I'm sitting there, I'm watching, because the bank scene is dope, so I'm gonna watch the bank scene. It's a dope cold open. I'm gonna watch the bank scene. I'm gonna be pissed off and watching the bank scene again. And I gotta go. But I'm gonna watch that scene though. The scene is hard. The bank scene when he steals the bank, that scene is dope. But I'm gonna tell you the problem I have with that movie though. This is the problem I have. I think that's one of the last ones. Okay, so in that movie, they made it look like Jack Sparrow was bumbling. He's never been bumbling. He's been the dude that is the smartest guy in the room, but pretends like he knows nothing. That's not bumbling. That is what that movie is missing. And that's why I don't watch it. And that's why I keep getting pissed off that that's the movie I keep fucking hitting the button for. Because that movie is missing that aspect. He's bumbling. He's not a bumbling fucking pirate. He's fucking Jack Sparrow. The nigga has a plan for the plan, and then another plan, and then a plan after that, because he's going to assume the first 3 plans is going to fail. Then the first 3 plans actually fail. And then that plan fails. And then, lo and behold, the whole plan was for all the plans to fail. That's a Jack Sparrow plan. Not bumbling. I'm not here for it. I didn't like it. I didn't like that they did that. But they probably, because of the problems with Amber Heard also. So that bitch, I hate that bitch. I do not hate her. She needs guidance. She needs assistance. She needs for the Most High to step down and soften her heart if he wishes. Maybe she needed to do all of this stuff. Maybe God was like, we only need 6 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. We don't need another one. Maybe he was pissed off at what happened. Maybe he's up there right now like, you know, Frost, you damn right. What the fuck? For everybody that don't know, this is one of my main basketball shirts when I used to really still hoop. I used to wear this one, and I wore Captain America. So I show up to the park with a Superman, and I show up to the park with a Captain America. All 200 pounds of me. With a jump shot, a crossover, and a killer first step. And the type of death stare that make you want to switch. You don't want to guard me again. And don't catch me in a good mood, because that's even worse than when I'm angry. When I'm in a good mood, that's when my jump shot just isn't missing. And when I'm in a good, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why Curry shot go in. I'm telling you, nigga be in a good mood. When I'm in a good mood, my jump shot don't miss. So I'm gonna be standing there, I'm gonna be laughing and joking and enjoying myself, and I'm gonna be telling jokes also, by the way. Okay. And when I get the ball, I'm gonna shoot. And then it's gonna go in. And I'm gonna tell you, don't feel bad. You know, those other guys, they wouldn't have been able to stop me either. Don't feel bad. And that's how I'm gonna talk to you. Because I'm gonna talk to you like that. You know, if I'm in a good mood, nah, don't feel bad. They couldn't guard me either. They think you want me. They didn't want to watch. Ask them if they want to switch. All I need for him to do is say, yo, you want to switch? And then they say no. Got them both. He don't want to guard me. He don't want to guard me. I'm about to kill these niggas. Like that. And then, but I'm probably just going to want to take jump shots. So I could waste my defense, waste my energy on defense. So I'm probably just going to want to see jump shots. But I'll take it to the rack if I got to. I don't care. You gotta do a dope layup at least once or twice a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to. You gotta show them. You know, you gotta scare. You gotta let them know I can't go past you at will. So you gotta do that once or twice. When I was a kid, I was a real dick. I used to tell people I'm gonna go drive. You come with me. Promise you. I get the ball, I'm dribbling, and I'm like, yo, I'm ready to go to the basket. You coming with me? I go to the basket. Score. Then you like, shucks. Dead serious. I used to stand around and be like, this guy's open, throw him the ball, he's open. Because I can't steal the ball unless the guy I'm next to got it. So I'll step back and be like, yo, he's open. And then they'll throw the ball a couple of times. I'm probably gonna get the steal. I'm going out of him and laid up. I'm gonna come back down and do the same thing. And then sooner or later they're gonna stop passing my man the ball altogether. All you gotta do is have the skill to back it up. You can play the game like that. Make niggas change their plans right in the middle of the fucking game. They had to play zone where in the parks I played in, they had to play zone. If I was on the court, they had to play zone. They play zone. If I'm on the court, they playing zone. We generally played zone. Don't get it confused. But if I'm on the court, it was zone. But we generally played zone in that neighborhood. A lot of zone. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When I tell you I was going to the basket, I was going to the basket on the zone. I wasn't man to man. Get it? It's a zone. I got to come up and I got to do a move and I got to think about breaking not just the guy in front of me, but the dude in back of him. Like that. You get me? So when I hit him with that crossover, I got to also break that other nigga ankle. I'm trying to tell you. The play zone. Yeah, anybody here that plays basketball, you already know. When you play zone, it's basically wherever you go, you getting doubled. So I also got to split the double team. The zone. That's when I keep trying to tell y'all. I was out there and I played with a double team basically the whole entire game, every game I played. And this is not bullshit. And I was just killing them niggas, smoking. Let's go. Talking mad shit. Don't come with your girl and be somebody I don't like. If I like you, I'm gonna let you look good. If I don't like you, I'm gonna be like, alright. Remember that time we was playing and you was on the team, I was wide open, you ain't passing the ball. Remember that? Remember that was wide open. Like all game, I was wide open a ton of times. You was the only nigga not passing me the ball. We almost lost. Yeah, I remember. That's your girl right there? Alright. I'm about to do this. Yo, I got him! Let's go! And don't get it confused. I go out there right now and get niggas buckets. Right now. I don't even gotta change. I don't gotta change. In my jeans and my shirt, all I do is put a knee brace on. My jeans and my shirt and my fucking sneakers I got on right now. I'm rocking these right now, by the way. Right now, like this. Somebody knock on the door. Dang, dang, dang. Yo, Jack. Nigga like talking shit. And I'm like, wait, hold on. We doing this for money because I'm working. Like, I bet you. I'm not betting. Am I going to get paid win or lose? Because I'm not betting. I don't even like gambling. That's a fact. You know, one time, shout out to Kendra. You know, Kendra took me to the casino. We just bet like $20 and went home. Like, yeah, I don't gamble. What the fuck? I don't gamble. Well, you're in here, so the chat's not too empty. If you really want to see an empty chat, you should go live. If you really want to see an empty chat, you should go live. You should go all of the lives. You want to see an empty chat? You should go live. I want to see the emptiest chat that ever emptied. Your shit is gonna say -20 people in there. People gonna be stopped. Shout out to you though. Do all of your things. I will do all of the prosperity in the world, man. I hope the Most High comes into your life and changes your heart into a man that allows for you to see the good that's happening in your own life, so you decide to push good out into the universe. You know, the reason why you projecting all this negative energy onto me is because of your own self-opinion of yourself. Because of the way you feel about yourself, you feel a need to then go attack somebody that you think is somebody that's of a higher status than you. We're all human beings, homie. Ain't nobody of lower or higher status. It's just people all on different wavelengths. My wavelength and yours might be different. We might be at different vibrations. You should just go try to get involved with the people that's on your same vibration. If your vibration change, you should go with the people that your vibration change to, if that's what you so suit. If you see a vibration that you would like to be a part of, then you should try to change your vibration to that vibration. But right now, you're dealing with whatever you're dealing with in your life, and I hope the Lord comes in and He helps you. So you decide that you can project positivity into the world instead of negativity. You might need that more than me. Anyway, What was I talking about? Was I telling jokes? I was just telling jokes, right? I was just telling jokes. I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was telling you about basketball. I said something about Kendra. Anyway, I was good at basketball. I don't know what to tell you. I'm still good. I could go. I will bust somebody's ass right now. For real, for real. I'm still good. For real, for real. I be playing at half speed and they be like, he's quick. I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, real talk. I be playing at half speed. Like, I don't even be trying hard. I be playing at half speed. And people be like, he's quick. And I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you some real shit. So this is what happened. So I was playing. So, okay, so I had to do with the fake up fake. Fake up fake. Meaning I'm not trying to catch him with the up fake. I'm just doing it to do it. Then I hit up the crossover, boom. Then I hit him with the slide step, boom. And then I went in off the slide step. I hit him with another hard dribble, bam. So I'm going to the basket. So I didn't go fast on purpose. I went like not that quick because I don't think I'm in the best shape right now. So I'm not trying to really push my body. I'm just trying to do what I could do. Right? So the nigga went. So I hit, boom. And I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't know I caught the dude so bad that I literally almost all the way stopped. I just slowed down like a motherfucker. And the other dude started coming, so I just sped up real quick and made the basket. But I'm not even going like nowhere near. I'm not in good enough shape to try hard. Like I'm gonna hurt myself. You understand what I'm saying? I gotta stretch and I gotta do more stretch. I gotta get myself back in better condition. You understand what I'm saying? Just to play as hard as I play. So I just thought that shit was funny. I didn't even do nothing. That shit was crazy. It's like, yo, they think I'm quick. I mean, I'm not even going fast. Shout out to GK. That might be the dude that just got himself kicked when he came in here talking crazy with the $10 drop. If that is you, you will stay kicked. I said we'll do Saloon at the 20 minutes, right? So I don't know how many more minutes. I guess at 8 more minutes or some shit. I don't know. We'll see what we do. We'll see. People want the Saloon. I don't know what people want. Yeah, guys. Shout out to that guy. I don't know what to tell you. Just do what y'all do, man. I don't know what to tell you. People are crazy. I don't be, like I told you, I was walking in the street and then somebody say I'm walking around looking mean and I realized it, boom, when it hit me and I'm like, I'm not really trying to be mean. I really don't want to be outside. Like you just see I'm done with this shit face. You know what I'm saying? I just really don't be wanting to be outside because I don't want to argue. It seems like every time I get into a conversation with somebody's combative, I don't got time for it. I don't want to argue. That's it. I just don't want to argue. I don't argue with no women. I don't want to argue with no children. I don't want to argue with nobody. You understand what I'm saying? I just don't want to argue. I'm just tired of it. I'm done with it. I know people don't be meaning nothing by it. Let me explain. I know people don't be meaning nothing by it. Right? But when you do this for a living, I know y'all want to come up to us and ask us our opinion on specific things that you disagree with us on. Right? I understand that. And I entertain that sometimes. I entertain that every time. Like if you walk up to me and you ask me about something that I agree with or I disagree with it, I promise you I'm going to stop. I'm going to talk to you about it. I promise you. Right? So generally speaking, like if we in some kind of weird situation, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, nah, I ain't got time for this. You talking to me crazy? Nah, I ain't got time for this. But you know, if you come up to me and we talking like regular people or whatever, you're like, yo, bong, 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 you said this thing, I don't necessarily, and we having a real conversation about it, I'm going to talk to you. For real, for real. That's like one of the few things I miss about living on 38th Street in Manhattan. That's one of the things I miss. Like when I went outside over there, it's like I lived over there for a long time too. So I guess that's also it. You know what I'm saying? But also, I didn't go through. I had not already went through a lot of this shit that I had to go through online. So it's not that my mind was different. You know what I'm saying? But I felt a little bit more comfortable embracing people. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, I spoke to people all the time over there. But also, people just, like, generally speaking, I might not be smiling when I'm outside, because generally speaking, when I'm smiling, everybody say hi to me. Not everybody. Not like, when I go places and I'm smiling, like, people say hi to me all the time. Like, shit is crazy. Where was I at? I had to go to a thing to do a thing. I don't want to talk about it. So I had to go somewhere to go do a thing. I was in a neighborhood. It's like a Asian neighborhood, right? So people's coming up to me. I don't even know if these people know English. They was just walking by, everybody just saying hi to me and greeting me. I felt so warm and welcome. You know, I did. Yeah, I don't know. I was in a good mood. I'm not 100% sure why, but I was going to get bad news. I have no idea why, and I knew I was getting bad news. I have no idea. I think I was in a good mood because I know I was getting bad news. That could have been it. But I don't know why I was in a good mood. I think I was just in a good mood because I was outside. I don't go outside. I was outside and I went somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? I like doing that. I like traveling. Like, I'm a Sagittarius. I love traveling. I love outside. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a fire sign. I don't know what none of that means. Let's be clear on you. I don't know what none of that means. None of it. Zero of it. But apparently, people say Sagittarius is genuinely like to go traveling and going out. I traveled all over America in my 20s. All over the East Coast during my 20s. Just traveling on my weekends. While I was going to school and work full time. Traveling on my weekends. This is a fact. So apparently a friend of mine told me about this app called speed dating. So just fuck it. I'm just gonna leave that alone. Shout out to that app though. That app is goated for me for a ton of different reasons. That app is goated. So yeah, I used to travel on the weekends all over the East Coast. Any way that I could get to and get back by Sunday. Because I told them I don't work on Friday and I don't work on Saturday neither. So anyway, I could leave on Thursday and then get back by Sunday. Well, get back by Saturday. I'm going to work on Sunday. I was hopping on that fucking Greyhound. I was traveling anyway. I lived a lot of lives, man. Y'all just don't know. There's people that know me by so many different names, know me for doing so many different things. I lived a full life. I lived a solitary life. But that gives you a certain level of freedom that some people will never know. And I think sometimes that's why I might not always be on the same page with other people, because I'm used to just being able to pick up and go. I'm used to not really having to worry about anybody else, and I'm used to nobody worrying about me. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. This is not a funny story. It's fucked up, but it's a funny story. Shout out to Chidi. So I had went to an event with Chidi. I'm headed home, I'm out. Boom. The nigga say, yo, hit me when you get home. Only person that ever told me that, like, or I said that too, is like somebody but that's a common thing that you should tell people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's something common. Like, you should always have your people, let me know when you get in the crib. And it's just like regular shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like shit, that's this type of shit I never really had to be but so when you live a solitary life, there's just certain levels of freedom. There's also certain levels of loneliness. I'm not gonna get a lot of you, but there's certain levels of freedom. It's things that I was able to do only because nobody was looking for me. You feel me? So I have a specific thing that I went through that not a lot of other people had to go through. So my life experiences is some of them other people just will not be able to relate, and sometimes I lose that. Sometimes I don't. I gotta understand that. Sometimes I'm gonna talk about something and people just not gonna be able to relate because it's not something that you've been through. Like let's say somebody that banged a sheep comes and he tries to tell me about banging sheep. The fuck I know about banging sheep, nigga? I know zero about that. I can't relate. You understand what I'm saying? Let's say somebody come in here and they talking about I don't know. They I don't know. A jellyfish once stung them on their Johnson and they're fortunate to still be alive. Guess what? I've never had a jellyfish sting me at all, nevertheless, on my Johnson, so I can't relate. Now, if you tell me you stepped into a beehive and got stung by so many bees that you got poisoned and slept for like 2 straight days and nobody took you to the hospital, I can tell you about that. That happened to me. Let me tell you the story real quick. So I was about 5. Was that first grade yet? Yeah, I was about 5. It was the summer between I think first grade and second grade, so I was 6. Where my birthday landed at is when the school year start, everybody's older than me. So generally I always went to school with kids that anyway. So me and Ernest is in my neighbor's yard. Well, I don't even think nobody lived there at this point. I think that people moved out, whatever. So nobody lived there yet. So we was in the neighbor's yard playing this game, right? Where we was just, I think we was just like, we was just doing this dope shit. So one of us stepped in a beehive. It could have been me, but I think it was him. I don't remember entirely. 2 things happened to me this day, just so we can be clear. The first thing is I got shit stung out of me by bees, and it was terrible. And then the second thing is, you know those fences that go like this? I think this happened on this day. You know those fences that go like this, and it's like, you know, the gates that you got the bar on top of it? Well, this fence didn't have the bar on top of it. So when the bees was stinging us, no, this was a different day. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to tell you about that story in 1 minute. So when the bees was stinging us, I got stung by so many bees, I laid in the bed for like 2 days straight. I got stung by so many bees. I was fucked up. A whole nother time. So I'm climbing over the gate and my hands and everything slipped. And which hand was it? This one. So the point went into my hand like this, and I was hanging on the gate like this. I pulled myself off the gate. I didn't tell nobody. There was rust all in my hand. My whole entire hand right here turned green. My whole hand right here turned green. I didn't tell nobody. The shit was just turning green. I was just like, fuck it. Because nobody cared about me, so I didn't tell nobody. So what happened is I went to school one day, and a teacher saw it. And when the teacher saw it, they had alerted my father that he had to take me to the hospital. But my whole hand was green. Like, I might have almost lost my whole hand. My whole hand, like, all of this, like, I still got the scar right there. My whole hand, like, green. It's just that the teacher noticed it, and just, I wasn't going to tell nobody. I was just going to live with it. Like, fuck it. I was just going to live with it. Yeah, it happened around the same time. It happened about when I was in second grade. It was second grade because it was it was second grade. I don't want to say which teacher it was, but it was second grade. And it just that she just happened to look at my hand and care. And you know how many other people saw my hand fucked up like that? Like, I'm a little kid and my hand is gangrene. It's gangrene. You understand? I'm telling you, my hand is turning green. It was gangrene. They had to cut my hand open. And then a nurse had to go in there with tweezers and pick out all the rust. And that's why I still got my hand. Shout out to that shit. I'm pretty sure y'all all got some kind of wild ass stories. Y'all as a kid almost lost a limb. if you a kid and you probably almost ate and lose a limb, you probably had a boring childhood. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, so yeah, I almost lost my hand and shit. Still got the scar. Whole hand was green, y'all. Whole hand. She was crazy. I'm thinking about it now. Like, you don't understand. Like, after I got older and I was really thinking about that shit, I was like, yo, I'm a whole little kid running around. My hand was green. I forgot how long it was like that. It was like that for months. My hand was green. Don't nobody care. Like, I'm a whole, like, now I'm adult. I'm looking back on that, like, my hand was green, yo. You trying to tell me you gotta, my hand was green. Brown and green. That's what it was turning. It's turning brown and green. Shit was crazy. Shout out for that shit, though. I remember I broke this finger right here in school one day. And I just went to class. Never told nobody, never did nothing. Just waited for it to just heal fucked up and crooked. And I broke this finger too. And it used to be like that for years. So apparently I broke it again. And I broke it back fixed. Apparently. So shout out to that shit. I'm gonna let y'all go. I don't got nothing I'm talking about. Y'all guys want to talk about anything? I'm just bullshitting in here with y'all because y'all still in here. Anything y'all want to talk about? I ain't really got nothing to talk about. I mean, I don't got no topics. We discussed the topic. This is the time of the show where usually people in the chat talking, but y'all not really talking, so I don't really want to hold y'all. Like, I be feeling like I'm holding y'all guys captive and shit. Like, I'm like, this is the part of the show where you guys talk and then we discuss. If you guys don't talk, we don't got nothing to discuss, I get off. Shout out to Exclusive Drop. Says Texas shooting. I have no. I'm pretty sure you're a person that you're over there thinking that name is. I don't know. Texas shooting. I don't know. What do you want to say about the Texas shooting? When I say what do y'all want to talk about, I'm literally also asking you your perspective. We discussed the Texas shooting multiple times, so which angle were you interested in is what I'm asking. Hey. Oh, my fault. I opened up Instagram. And and it was the chicks. Shout out to the Lobby Boys. What up, Blizz Lane? I've been meaning to repost more Lobby Boy stuff on Instagram. Not for nothing. Shout out to them. Shout out to Jim Jones. Shout out to Mano. Yeah, shout out to Jim Jones. Shout out to Mano. I fuck with him. Once I asked somebody, we was talking about an artist, and I was like, yo, talking about it, doom. And they was like, yeah, the person think you cool or whatever. I was like, they fuck with me? And the person was like, yeah, they fuck with you. And I'm asking them like, oh shit, I didn't know they fuck with me. And I think the person thought like I was on that artist's dick. When in reality, I was just saying I thought because of the videos I was making, they might not have liked me. That's all I was saying. And then he was like, yeah. Like, no, that's all I was saying. I thought by the videos I was making, they might not have liked me. I'm surprised. I say some positive things about them, but you know what it is? A lot of times, I think that the stuff that I was saying negative about that particular individual was just flying over people's heads. That's what I think was that. People was just too busy concerned about shit that is stuff I don't consider to be as important. But who's to say what's important? Right? Celtics in the finals. There was a guy that told y'all that if Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown played together, that the Celtics could win it all. I think I said this like the beginning of this basketball season. Right? During the season, I said that, right? They were in the finals. I said that this basketball season, when I be like, what do y'all want to talk about? Somebody just brought up the sports for whatever the reason is. And I think somebody asked me, I don't know if they asked me specifically about Boston, but they asked me a question. I think about who was I think of to go to the finals. And I said, if they play together, they'll go. And then that's when somebody was like, they reminded me that the Bucks existed. And I was like, wow, it might be the Bucks. But as always, my point is, look, this is what you got to understand. Those guys played at the 2, the 3, and the 4 respectively, right? Right? 2, the 3, and the 4, right? So that means that at the 2, the 3, and the 4, they could lock up 2 of those guys, right? And then you got Marcus fucking, what the fuck is that guy named Marcus? Whatever the fuck that Marcus guy, I can't remember his name right now. That nigga's a lock. So they got 3 locks, yo. At positions that guard the perimeter. They got 3 locks at the perimeter position. The Knicks is going to take it? I don't know, man. Next year. Next year, man. Yeah, they got 3 locks playing the perimeter. They can match up with Golden State. They can match up with any team if you got 3 locks on the perimeter. That's dangerous. Alright? Got 3 locks on the perimeter, man. 3 lockdown defenders on the perimeter. It's dangerous. Being a good defensive player in the park scares. Being a good defensive player, Marcus Smart, appreciate you. Being a good, because I wasn't very smart right there. Being a good defensive player will get you so much respect, right? But being a two-way player, that makes people scared of you. All right? That makes people scared. Fearful. Sorry. Yeah, that makes people scared. Like, so, and all those guys, with the exception of Marcus Smart's a two-way player. All 3 of those guys is basically two-way players. They're not elite at, I don't know. Yeah, Jason Tatum is definitely, I don't know what you would call him, but he played D. Both of them. So you got 3 D. You got 3 perimeter defenders. I always love when I go to the park and I have another guy that can guard the perimeter. I already know. If I go to the park and I got somebody that could guard in the perimeter with me, all we need is a dude that could rebound. We gonna keep running. We not gonna lose. We not gonna lose. I promise you. If I have another guy that's gonna be a dog on defense with me on the perimeter, and we got somebody that can rebound, we not gonna lose. I promise you. I used to go to the park and pick up the big guys that nobody would play with on purpose and say, look, if you rebound the ball, we're gonna stay on the court. And then I'll go win 5-6 games with this motherfucker in a row. Because he rebounded the damn ball and then threw the ball out for the outlet. I got 12 fast break points that game. You get it? I'm going to play defense. And then I'm going to bounce because he's going to miss. My man is going to miss every shot he takes. He's going to miss. So after I make him shoot the ball with defense on him, I'm not even turning for the rebound. I'm breaking down the court. You better get the ball and throw it. And we're going to get up. And it's going to look ugly. And that's how you win on defense. You don't got to, your guys stay down there. And your big stay not tired and feel good about himself. And then whenever the big get down the court, he got to get a touch. If he threw that ball 3-4 times and we scored, if we got to dribble the ball up the court, the big got to get a touch. You got to get a touch and then the 10. Well, when I was growing up, I was just the primary ball handler, period. I was the scorer guy. When I tell you we played 40 games, switch at 20 by twos, and 40's game, and I'll have 32 points. But I always prefer to have somebody else dribble the ball up the court because me dribbling the ball up the court is just making me more tired. So I prefer when somebody else dribbles the ball up the court. And I don't need to touch the ball every possession. And if you pass me the ball, cut to the basket, please. That's simple. Because I can take my man. I can score, I will. I'm not concerned. The thing is, I'm going to need help. So I'm usually playing the game trying to figure out how to get other people baskets. Because I'm going to score. When I want to score, I'm going to score. You're not going to stop me. Yeah, you're not going to stop me. I'm going to score. I promise you. And I might be a dick about it. Depending on if I like you or not. I might throw the ball to somebody, then go to a spot on the court and ask for it. Just so you can know this was intentional and on purpose. Just so you can know this is really happening. And they're going to throw me the ball because I'm Sprewell. I'm going to go to a port. I'm going to be like, yo, throw this back to me. I'm going to give them the rock. And your teammates, they got to do one or two things. Depends. If they want to see, if they want to, like, if they like you and they your people, they going to come try to stop me from getting the ball back. It's probably not going to matter. But they might be there for that. They might want to see what I'm going to do. And they might literally just let me catch the ball and let me work. You know, they want to see a show too. Don't get confused. We got 45 people in here. Any of y'all didn't hit the like button, hit it for me. They want to see a show too. Don't get that shit confused. I'm hungry though, so we gotta get ready to go. Alright, so it's been a pretty decent show as always. The first up to the 36-minute mark is the actual show. Everything after that is us just fucking around. Unless we got like it really gets deep. But I think today we went to about almost the 60 minutes staying on topic. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody, look, man, just love each other, man. Just figure out a way to make this shit work, yo. Figure out a way to make this shit work. Like, that's all I do. I just try to figure out ways to make things work. Just try to figure out ways to make things work, man. That's it. It's not gonna be easy. But fuck it. You got this. If you got anybody in your household still awake tonight, please give them a hug. Tell them you love them. You don't never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they're still here. Also, before going to bed and when you wake up, we want to drink a glass of water, at least like 8 ounces or some shit like that. The reason why you want to drink it before you go to bed is because that's going to help you with energy out the course of the week. After about 2 weeks, your body is going to get acclimated. You're not going to have to worry about waking up in the middle of the night to take a leak. Why we want to drink the water in the morning is because we want to jumpstart that metabolism. We want to get all of the fat burnings going on immediately. Also, not for nothing, the way in which our body actually absorbs water is through the lining of our stomach. So if we don't have anything in our stomach, guess what the body is going to do a lot more of it more efficiently? You got it. Absorb those nutrients. So drink that water early in the morning and drink that water right before you go to bed. With that being said, also, whenever we helping one person be the best person that they could be, in that moment, we being the best person that we could be. Let's go out there and be great. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification game. Hashtag Brooks Bowmans. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one.